Hey guys, welcome back to Buildz. So today we're back on the beach house Let's Build. This is episode 6. I'm sorry it's been gone a while. I've just had no inspiration to continue this thing. And as you may have known, there's been a lot going on the server. If you guys haven't checked out my most recent videos on the server, feel free to do so. I'll link a couple of the good ones down in the description so you yourself can go check them out. We got some pretty cool content going around the server. There's also a few YouTubers. Sorry, this is just some world edit that I was just playing around with, moving the build about and just seeing some new positions for it. As you can see, we're no longer on the beach now. This place is evolved. We're in a pretty nice plot that a guy called Golgo on the server's made for me. So we have, like a nice placement. Kind of fits in with the surroundings. If you guys didn't know what this house is and you're kind of thinking the back looks a bit strange and has no detail, it's still a current Let's Build that I was also working on. And you guys went absolutely mad on that. Part 1's already over 1,000 views on that as well. So we're definitely hitting them numbers for this Let's Build series. So today we start off with the back. Let's see what we can do. So I started making this little garage here. I'm pretty sure that we did that in the last video, or it might have been one of my attempts, because I have tried to record this video about 15 times now over the space of 2 weeks. They've all gone very badly wrong. I've either messed up on commentary and just sounded like a complete idiot, or I've just discovered that I could not build at all. So we're going to be continuing this overhang. I thought it's way too short. Doesn't look luxury like the house. Doesn't kind of fit in. So we're going to be bringing this out by 1 as well. And we could actually put some, generators on top or something like that. Dubs is always TPing to me. I have no idea why. He's just obsessed with it. Let's make this a little bit wider. What could we do? I think we're going to come in by 3. We're going to bring this up all the way to here. And we're going to bring this across by another 3, 4, 5. That's looking pretty sick. Oh yeah, shit though. The floor changes in height inside. We're going to need to sort that out in a second. So actually bring this up to the ceiling. We're going to do it. We're going to risk it. We're going to delete these 2 blocks here as well. Let's go for a fat old window. That's looking pretty cool. So we could try going all out and just deleting all of this. Let's just see what it's like. So this build's going to be a lot about trial and error, and I'll tell you guys when to build and when not to build, because it's going to be a lot of things that I do to the build, and I'm just going to say like hold on, it may look completely crap, because when I tend to go on a streak and do this, you guys go absolutely crazy because I've made a ton of changes, you've made them, and then I've sat back and just gone, oh actually that's crap, we're going to go change it. Sometimes that can happen 4 or 5 times, so we're gonna roll with it. I'm going to see what this thing looks like. So actually I'm liking that. I think that looks pretty good. A cool thing that we could add out the front, I forgot this is the front. We actually start with the back of the build. Something I don't usually do is we could create like a little patio area out the front. Let's get some oak slabs out so we can match the build, and properties. So let's bring this out from this block. This is the 3rd block in. I'm going to bring it out by 3, 4. I'm going to bring it across by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then why don't we just bring it out 1 more. Bring it across all the way. Like I said guys, trial and error may go very badly wrong. Be a complete disaster. I don't know, might work. For this side needs a bit more shaping. So we're going to bring this out by 2. And then we're going to do that. It just looked a bit too, I don't know how to explain it. Just looked a bit too square, I guess. So we're not going to bring this up, and some of you guys may be thinking you're building on half slabs. If you place blocks on top of it, it's not going to work, but we can work around that. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this, which is 126 for you world edit people. Sorry for you people without world edit. People seem to even get mad at me nowadays for just using, set just to speed up things. Guys, I know some of you don't have that ability and you can't do things faster, but I can. and it's really the same let's build. We're going to play with the shape a little bit more. Like I said, trial and error, trial and error. I'm going to bring this guy out like that. Why don't we do on the same? Why don't we try some symmetrical stuff? See how it goes. I'm kind of liking it. I think we need to ditch that though. Get rid of that completely. Completely gone. I'm going to bring that up like that. Right? Just leave it like that. I'm going to see why in a second. So it's looking cool. Not bad, not bad. I'm liking it. For a cool garage design, I want to do something different, something that's not been done before. Dispensers are actually a really cool material that not many people use, but I think for garages just look really cool. So what we're going to do is fly up here. Fly up here. How did I do this again? Was it on the side? Was it on the back? Hold on a sec, guys. Let's just try this out for a second. Alright, we're going to need to delete all the sound in here. So I'm just going to speed this up with Wild Edit. Don't rage, don't rage. There we go. I'm sorry if I'm being really derp with some of the stuff that I do. It's just, you know, I've been away from the game for a while now. Building wise. And, you know, you just forget them little things that you do on a daily kind of basis with Minecraft when you're building things. Like the fact that you actually need to hold control or shift when you place these dispenser things. Otherwise you're actually using a dispenser as a dispenser. So this is actually a pretty cool flooring. It's like some durable kind of still looking flooring. You know, it's not going to get scratched very easily. You know, I guess you could say it's modern. You know, they use a lot of metal in modern buildings. It could go quite nicely. This also works really good for simplistic fridges. If you want to slap a couple of these blocks down, make sure the top is facing the sideways and you have that annoying dispenser section pointed at the wall. This can also work quite nicely for fridge designs. So that's looking pretty cool. What I think we're going to do now is we're going to get some pistons. I'm going to lay down a design and I'm actually going to get a builder to help me out with this. So we have a really good car builder on the server. He's called Dubsy. Some of you guys may know him. He does all my car tutorials for me. Whoa, I need to turn down that speed. That's mental. Alright, there we go. So we're gonna lay some of these out for him. Like that, for example. And what we're gonna have is we're gonna have a car up on a winch, right? That's gonna go there, which is, let's see, 1, 2, 3. And it's on the third block here. Now for a workbench design, I think we're going to go with some grey wool. We're going to get some grey carpet as well, and you guys are going to see this really cool trick that's been going around for a little while now. If you guys stay up to date with my review series, you're going to be very aware of it already. So guys, if you really like my builds and stuff, it's important to stay up to date with that stuff. We cover some really, really awesome stuff. So we're going to bring this across like that. As you can see, it's like a shelving unit. Pretty cool. And we're going to get some bedrock out. Makes a really badass TV. And we're going to come up, I'd say, 1 above this. Of course, you can't come any lower because of the fact that, you know, there is carpet there. And that's going to prevent you from doing such a thing. And what we're going to do is slash warp, was it slash warp heads, I think? Skulls, that was it. If we go to the skull warp, now this is placed on the server where you can just, you know, come and pick up some heads for your builds. Now I feel player heads are a really big advantage when it comes to building because, you know, they allow you to do stuff that's, you know, kind of new, inventive, and there's thousands and thousands, if not millions, of designs out there that you can use in your builds. So what we're actually looking for is a speaker. Now a lot of these are, you know, they can be used as cameras or speakers, but I personally like this one. So see that code there? That's the code for the head. So if we go slash back now, what we're going to do is we're just going to simply add one there like that. If you want, guys, you could even possibly, well, let's try something funky. Let's see what we can do. Right? Wild Edit does that, guys, before you start trying it and realizing that it's not working and then getting frustrated. That is actually a Wild Edit thing. So So what we're going to do is we're actually going to get some black carpet, just so you know it matches the TV. I think that way it suits more. And we're going to put a little, can we do that? Oh, I forgot we could do that. That would be so awesome. We're going to leave some of that on top like that. See that? So you just got like a nice little TV, a simple shelving unit, you got a car stand. Garage is already coming along quite nicely. Now, a cool little feature that I also notice a lot of people add nowadays, something simple that you can also do, and it's actually like a retractable garage door system. So if we come two away from this side, like that, we get some more of these dispensers out. They can be used for so many things because that pretty cool texture that you guys see. Let's just fly up here, and then crouch. Two more crouch. Then what we can do is we could get some slabs. We just get some stone slabs out. They could work quite nicely. Let's try to pull some funky design here. So maybe like that, right? How does that work? Is that working? Yeah, it's working. Alright, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get two of these out. I'm going to put one on one setting and leave one on the other. Actually, you could bring that one back by 3. It's just about realism, I guess, you know, like role playing it, making it look a little bit more realistic. Going to do the same on this side, you know, like switch the lever settings, have it look like it's in operation. And they're going to be the garage kind of door winches, I guess. And what we can also do is we could also, you know, add a couple levers in there. There's many things that you can do when it comes to this, like just messing around with just like little details and, you know, bits and bobs that you can do. So what can we do here? Can we actually add maybe like 2 slabs there, say? Oh yeah, that's a stop lag feature. I gotta make this tutorial a little bit more legitimate for you guys, because I forget sometimes that, you know, stop lag isn't available for everyone. So we're gonna put a lever there. We're gonna put a lever there. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some grey carpet out again. I'm going to put some on top like so, just so you know it looks connected. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add some shelving units. Now just a quick shelving unit that you can also do, keep that color contrast going. Jesus, I'm messing up on words today. Could do something like that even, and we could just nick some of this grey wool. Just have something like that. Bring some forwards like this. Got yourself a nice little, you know, shelving unit. Pretty cool, pretty cool. What we can do here as well is we can get some coal out, and this can be some spare tires, you know. Now when we get Dubs to overhaul this, this is gonna look so much better, you know. I'm no expert on making garages for sure, but I know Dubs is just gonna absolutely blow you guys away. So when we get Dubs on this operation, this garage is gonna look absolutely freaking ridiculous. So we can get out some slabs now, even maybe some blocks, but I think slabs would be a bit more sleek. What should we use? We could use some cobblestone maybe. Let's have a look at our materials. Polished diorite could work. I'm just going to run through a few blocks I think could work for the garage door. Polished diorite is a very modern material. It would also go quite well with the grey and with the white and black. What else do we have? I don't really like pillared quartz. I don't think that looks very good. Kind of looks like a bit too shiny and a bit too kind of, I don't know, like cartoony almost. This could also work, but I think we're going to go with a polished diorite. I think that works amazingly for a door. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to bring this out like that. We're going to just bring it out like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to, of course, put like, you know, windows in it, just so you can see it is a garage door. Some people think it's some kind of like messed up overhang that I decided to build. You know, you can just recognize straight away that it is actually a garage door. So what we're going to do here is we're going to cut out some space for windows. Just like that. And we're going to get some glass in, some normal glass. This is a pretty private area. We got a lot of, you know, walls, and not to mention, you know, this is a really nice neighborhood, so you're not really going to get like any crime around here, I imagine. or not much of it. I mean, it is a Minecraft server after all, so you're not gonna have to worry about them kind of things. So I think it's gonna be absolutely fine. We can even run some carpet down the sides here, just like that. I don't know, just add a little bit more detail, I guess. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. What we could also do, you know, oh, this would be so awesome. Guys, check this out. We could even add these on the bottom like that, so it's like locks. Damn, that's cool. So we will have driveways and, you know, all that kind of stuff, but we got to work on it. We got to work on it. So I think what we're going to do now is we're going to nick some more of these dispensers. Dispensers are like the most useful block. You can just do so much with these. And what we're going to do is we're going to build ourselves a little platform out here. We're going to join this across. Bring it across like this. Let's bring out another 2, say. And what we're going to have is we're going to have these guys just, you know, facing upwards like this. And there's multiple things that you can do when you do stuff like this. You could put some item frames on the side, and you could put some, say, rails in, and you can just kind of mix it up and make it look like a conditioning unit. You could have it as a power generator. There's just so many things you can do, guys. Just play around with the design, put some tripwire hooks, say, on the side or the back. You know, you could have 2 of these guys out here. Then you could get some carpet, say, you get some black carpet. I think that will contrast quite well with the grey, and say just have that across 2 of these like that. You know, you just add in some more detail like there and there. I actually don't like these item frames. I think they're quite white and overwhelming. So we're just going to delete it like that. I think what we should also do is just extend this right here all the way out to the side, and we should possibly add some more, or different types even. So this one could be like slightly wider, so we could do 4 here, say. These could be ventilation. If you guys want to, you know, play around with it, like I said, you can come up with your own ones. Your Let's Build house doesn't necessarily have to be exactly the same as my Let's Build house. You know, you can do whatever you want. You can, you know, add things that I haven't added, and you can make suggestions, and you guys can just tell me, you know, what you've done, and, you know, we can all add and work on this together as like a little mini project. So what should we add? What should we add? I think we could add some carpet. I think we should get some of that normal carpet right there, and we should add some. Oh, so guys, for those of you without World Edit, I know it's going to be a lot of you. What I would suggest is just putting some string underneath. Most people know that by now, but, you know, I'm just letting a few people know that may not know. If you want this carpet to float, you need string underneath it. Sometimes I get asked that question, and I'm like, really? You guys still haven't caught on yet? This is the trick, you know, how do you not know that? So we're going to set another point here, and what we're going to do is we're going to set this with 1. Really doesn't matter. This is just for World Edit users, guys, if you are wondering why this doesn't work for you. And this is just to speed things up a little bit. Set carpet, there we go. Set 0. Whoops, I keep doing that. Set 0. That's going to look pretty boring straight away, and that's where we're going to add some features in. So I want to do some World Edit-y things, and I know a lot of you are going to rage, but, you know, guys, bear with me. Oh, cobble. These things are amazing. Check this out. I don't know if it's going to work for this build, but me and Dragon were messing around on his house when we were just trying to get it complete for a Planet Minecraft project. And if you guys want to check out that house, there's probably going to be a review out for most of you while you're watching this video, but at this current moment in time, we don't have a review. So what I would recommend doing is going on to my most recent video before this, which was Life of an Owner Part 2. It's a popular series on my channel that I recently just started. You guys seem to be loving it. And I recommend you just go on there and you have a look at episode 2. I actually started off the video by showcasing his build because it really, you know, did deserve it. We're going to put another 2 of these dispensers here. Dispensers are like the savior of the day today. And we're going to leave it like that. Mess around with it a little bit. There's a lot of things that I will be changing in part 3, you know. Some of you guys may be saying like, you know, that looks weird, this part looks dodgy, you could do something to that part. I'm fully aware, guys. I can see so many improvements that I want to make, but we simply just do not have the time. So we're going to set that with 80 right here. See that? Let's set the back with 80. I'm actually thinking of extending this. We should so do that. Let's just highlight this. Let's go //move 1. This is a word edit command that just brings it out. You guys can do that manually. And the word edit command for carpet is of course carpet. And what we're going to do in the middle here is we're going to set 0 this. And you could put some trapdoors in the middle there. There's a bunch of things that you could do. I'm not sure how this will plan out for some of you. It may be word edit related. Like I said, I've been playing on a word edit server for so long now, and you just forget these little like tips and tricks, you know, even exist in a world edit, well-known world edit Minecraft even. Jesus, words today, not with me. Okay, so now word edit is back with me. What we're gonna do is we're gonna set 167, which I do believe is these guys. That's looking amazing. I actually want to remove this one right here before we end the video. So I kind of have overshot a little bit here today. But I've been enjoying it. And we're just going to leave it like that for this episode, guys. I hope you have all enjoyed. If you have, be sure to leave a like, drop a comment down below, and subscribe if you're glad to see the series back and you want to see more Let's Builds. There's definitely going to be another couple parts involved in doing this Let's Build. There's just so much more that I can add, so much more that I can do, a little few improvements that I think could be done here and there. But of course, guys, if you liked the video, pop it a like. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comment section, and subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching.